Cubs have kind of played all these different cards in terms of bringing up Ian Happ, who's one of their top prospects, demoting Schwarber to kind of send a message, and I think they're kind of running out of shock value moves at this point, and I think Montero is that guy who is kind of, after throwing Arrieta under the bus, he's the one kind of thrown under the bus at this point, and really, he had all this stature in Arizona. He was a clubhouse spokesman, and, he could kind of push the envelope a little more, and, Theo just got to a point where he felt that Montero wasn't worth the trouble anymore.
Do the Cubs feel like contenders?
Well, I think the front office is certainly wondering that themselves. I mean, they look at they're only a game out of first place in a really bad division, and I think you're starting to see the calculus change a little bit. I mean, Joe Madden the other night laughed it off, saying, the lineup they rolled out there would be questionable in spring training, that they'd be getting a call from MLB headquarters. And I think they're pretty close to that point of understanding that a rental player getting one of those guys at the deadline doesn't really make sense, and that, it's not that hard to envision, that kind of exit press conference in October at Wrigley Field, where Theo kind of frames this as a bridge year or a rebuilding year and points to all these different guys who got experience. And it really is crazy to think, because when they showed up in spring training and you looked at the moves they made, moves that really turned out well. I mean, Wade Davis has been great. Uwe Har's been exactly what they needed. John Jay's been a solid bench guy. I mean, there's so many elements from last year's team on paper that should translate, and it just hasn't. It's really been a system-wide breakdown when you look at, pitching, defense, and the offense.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.